In 1994, I began New Year's with the phrase, I'm doubling my income this year. And I kept saying I'm doubling my income. I put it on my vision board. I shared it in visioning circles. I did ritual around it. I took it into my body and danced. I'm doubling my income. I'd go walking and just, oh, I love doubling my income this year. What an amazing year. Doubling my income this year. I had no idea how it was going to happen, but I understand how is God's job. So I just kept saying I'm doubling my income. And that year I could really believe in it. And that's a piece of it, is believing in it. So within 2 weeks, I got asked if I ever wanted to learn to channel. My first response was no, but something inside me leaped for joy. So this friend who'd been a mentor said he would help me open to a channel of the Akashic Records if I wanted to. And I could just feel that desire in me. So I allowed that to occur, got some practice. And when I let people know that I was channeling, I immediately got a lot of clients because I was well known in the community. I'd been doing therapy and a lot of massage. People would come get their therapy on the massage table sometimes. And for the massage, they were paying 35 to 50 on a scale in 84. For the readings, I asked 50 to 75, and many people said, well, I guess I need to pay 75. And I doubled my income. And I also had an entire upgrade to my life, to my psyche, my readings. The channeling has become my spiritual path. That's also my work of passion. So by daring to ask for something beyond what I thought possible, the universe stepped up and brought me up to the parallel universe, to the paradigm shift that allowed me to not only be more prosperous, but also a lot more fulfilled. And that's when we know we're in alignment properly with our manifesting and our femifesting, that it's fulfilling, that it's meeting the needs of our heart. It's meeting the desires of our heart. The Council of 12 have often said that the desires of your heart are God's way of speaking to you. So when you set out your prayers and you ask for what you want and these desires continue, I really want to create a retreat center, or, wow, I just want to learn how to be light on the planet. I want to learn how to bring light to everyone. Or someone said, I know my mission is a waker-upper. And so she's bringing her body, her mind, her heart, her spirit into alignment with waking up and helping other people wake up. And it is a full alignment process. So where does Femifesting fit into this whole process? Femifesting is taking what the masculine or the yang side creates of your goals, what you want, and then through meditation and through a deep, deep grounding, it's calling in that future. So the Council of 12 leads you through like a 5-minute grounding for each of the Femifesting meditations. And I thought, why so long? And then I realized what they're doing is helping you step so totally into now, that you're totally in the present moment, so past and future are not affecting you, and that aligns you with your quantum nature. And then when you ask, they bring in the Council of 12, your guides, your higher self, bring in the highest possible, most radiant future that's possible, may not be probable yet for you, but it's out there, where your goals and dreams are actually being lived. And then they help you in your quantum self go be in that future. It may be in an alternate universe, a parallel reality, just like the reality of me channeling was very different from the life of struggle that I had before I decided to double my income and to be open to what that brought. So you're sitting in this parallel reality, or this bright, clear future self of your own timeline, whichever is more the fulfillment of your desires. And you ask that being, that future you, to show you their life, to show you how it looks that your finances are abundant and backdrop to everything else, not a concern. And your relationships are fulfilling and gifting you what you want and need from friends. And your relationship life is fulfilling. It's just what you need and richer than you might imagine. And your home is just humming along and everyone in it is flourishing. And you're looking at all these aspects of future self, and that what you're doing in the world is well received, well rewarded, and well financed. Then you ask your future self, or this alternate reality self, to show you how they got there. By alternate reality, what I'm sharing is the possibility that your soul is expressing itself on more than one plane of existence. So in your third dimensional reality, you may have all the struggle and the chaos, and the past is blocking you, and all those things we believe in so much. But where this future is that you're calling in might be at a higher expression in your soul, maybe fourth dimension. You may still have some of that past. It's affecting you way less. And in that reality, you may be living a life that over time has resolved so many of the things that block you in third dimension, and may already be in the fulfillment of your visions. So when you sit with that, you get to see what it's like to be living in this way of fulfillment, of competency in your life. When you ask your future self how it got there, you also ask if they're willing to guide you. That sets an anchor in that bright, positive future that helps to bring your life to it. And then we have you stand, face each other, come together and merge into each other. So you take in the fulfillment, the confidence, the competency. It shifts how you see yourself, how you feel yourself when you are in the actualization of your dreams. Then we create a rainbow bridge to bring you and this competency and confidence and fulfillment right into your current time self, who we've left sitting in the altar in your heart. And then invite your highest guides in the council, if you're willing, to align all your energies with current time informed by this future. So now you're aligned with the reality you want the most. And you get stuck, you say, future self, bright as clear as future, what do I do here? Guide me, show me the way. And even if it's an alternate reality, they can guide you because they've worked through things like this, maybe at a different point in their timeline, but they have worked through things like this because your souls are having parallel experiences with somewhat of a similar start. It's the mystery. I love to play and work in the mystery, and Femifesting makes use of the mystery that we're actually divinity having a human experience, and we can tune in and connect to our light body, let it inform the physical body. We can connect to our quantum nature and work in a quantum way with time. So that future becomes now when you're in it, and then you bring it back to the now you've been in, and it shifts, informed by that future. I've made these kinds of paradigm shifts in my life. One of the advantages of living a long time. And what I find when I'm in the new paradigm, at first it's like I'm trying to get residency in that paradigm, and sometimes I'm there and sometimes I'm back in the yearning and I wish and whatever, and then I go, wait a minute, I'm calling for a paradigm shift. So how do I think in that paradigm? What do I do in that paradigm? The more you use the meditations, the Femifesting meditations, the easier it is to actually live in that paradigm. Once I'm in it, it's as if the past of that reality becomes my past. Some of the hard-earned memories that I worked so hard to bring back to consciousness in my third dimensional life have just faded. They're not my past anymore because I live in a paradigm at a higher vibration. It's delightful, so I want to invite you into paradigm shifting. For 27 years, I led women's visioning rituals. And we would do work with the Shadowlands and future self and purpose and do vision boards, dance the visions into our bodies because it wants to be multidimensional, every level of being, and then spend a day on implementing. So in the webinar series, which starts January 12th on Femifesting, we will work with some of those planning tools, time management, priority setting, ways to determine what to do next, to do flow charts, to actually implement the goals. And you'll have a packet to do that with. The power for any of you is working with the Femifesting meditations. So I've created 10 audio meditations, and each one has this deep grounding, and then going and sitting in a bright, clear, positive future to be informed by it. You just go sit there, have a cup of tea, and get to see what that life is like, and then bring it back to now. The more you stay in now, the better. I would love to support each and every one of you to Femifest for yourself, the reality, the world you want the most. And in service of that, I will offer one of our Femifesting meditations for free. They're audios and they're meditations, so I guess they're medios. So one of our Femifesting medios for free. There's a link accompanying this video. You click on that, go online, decide which of the 10 you'd like. Then we'll also send you instructions on using them. And begin now. Take time for them to really stop everything. Turn all your devices off. Sit in stillness, because there's extraordinary power when you listen to these with devout ears and you dedicate 25 minutes to recreating your life in alignment with higher realities. May you have an extraordinary 2020. The astrology for this year, everything I'm hearing about this year, says that now we can really implement our dreams. We've been cleaning out the underworld, clearing out the debris, maybe a little more of that, and a lot of support for actually living from the consciousness of I can do what I'm passionate about. I can follow the path of my heart. I can fulfill my soul's promise and live my soul's path in alignment with Source, in alignment with my heart, with my mind and my ego serving Source and heart. I can do it. You can do it. And may it be so. Blessings for an extraordinary year. Much love to you from the realms of Source, the light of the spirits who work with you, and from my heart. Blessed be.